Well, Paul, 2 games against Wealdstone, you'll feel we deserved a bit more than 2 points.
Yeah, if you remember, I actually predicted that both games would probably end up in a draw. I think when you play, a team so close, only 4 or 5 days apart, they often are very competitive, especially over Christmas. And I certainly felt we deserved the win today. Their goalkeeper's been the man of the match by a country mile, I think, for them. And I was really pleased with our performance today. Really pleased. It's another step on, I thought, from St Albans' performance. And you don't always get what you deserve in football, but we deserved better today. But really happy with the way things are going. Moving along.
Lots of energy and attacking from the start.
Yeah, well, what we're doing with this system is getting people high up the pitch as well. We're pressing very high. I thought our pressing was excellent today. Wishart showed, not only with a fabulous goal, but the amount of crosses he put into the box. A real calibre player, I thought, at this level. And then the other side, Harry Osborne, until we had to make the change, was getting forward nicely as well. So, that disrupted us a bit. Again, we lose another injury. It did disrupt the game for probably 5 or 10 minutes for us. But if you look at the saves their keepers made, I'm sure it was shown on the highlights. It was, it could have been 7 or 8-1.
And then, as you say, just for half-time, cracking goal to give us the boost at the half-time.
Yeah, great strike. We see him do it in training a lot, where he cuts in, and he is one of technically the best strikers of the ball at the club, Dan. So we are encouraging him to do it more. It's something we might look at, maybe switching him over in areas so he can get that right peg up.
And found it difficult in the second half a little bit with the wind. Wind seemed to get up really.
Yeah, well,
really
Ian said earlier, he felt that the wind, and it did. The wind was almost force 10 at the end, and it had a massive impact on how we could actually get out of our half. But I still felt we passed the ball very well, and for periods of that game, again, I still think we got 8 or 9 crosses in the box second half. Just evading Cloughie, just evading. But the move of the match would have led to the second goal, which we needed, and that was Billy Medlock. Brilliant bit of movement, great ball from Clough. Having Jack Evans has broken the play up, which is what we've asked him to do. And their keeper's pulled off an absolutely brilliant save. And you can always get caught in football, and we've got caught on a soft free kick, really, very soft. And then any ball that comes in like that, Jack's missed the attempted clearance. It's gone under his foot, hit someone's knee, goes in. So we feel a bit disappointed about that, but not about the performance.
And had to make obviously 1 change in the first half and 2 more in the second, bring on Craig Dundas, and then slightly unusual, you don't often see substituted. No,
because Chris was only really supposed to get 20 minutes, half an hour. He's had 1 training session with us, which was only a very light one on Tuesday. The idea was that if he was going to get on today, it'd be for 20 minutes, half an hour. But he managed to get an hour. He hasn't played a lot of football either. I think he's come back from a dislocated shoulder. So Shaquille's had to be patient whilst we changed the system, and I thought Shaquille was a threat when he was on the pitch. So that was the reason for that. Yeah.
And Chris coming into the club as a right wing back. Was that the reasoning behind that?
Just knowing that Kevin Amank is probably going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. We thought Jack Evans was going to struggle with his thigh more than perhaps he has. But then you've still got Dale Binns out, we've still got Lewis John out, now Callum Hart out, and it's a question of getting in some numbers, and it's a very cheap loan for us as well.
Is Callum repeat of the Basingstoke injury?
Exactly that, yeah. No obvious damage to the bone or tendon, so it's going to probably be 3 to 4 weeks of strengthening now, so that it doesn't keep happening for him.
And now the end of a busy week, a long trip to the West Country on Sunday.
Yes, yeah, we just said to the lads there, allow for 3 hours. They're going to drive down. So again, you've got to put the commitment in at this level. But that won't be an easy game. Western have definitely picked up their game in the last month. They've got 2 or 3 loan players in from pro clubs that have made a difference to them. But if we can get a win Saturday, and perhaps with a point today, then I'll feel that we've had a good 7 points out of 9. It's a good return, and that's what we'll be looking for.